Hello, dear students. Greetings for the day. I am Dr. Kandarp, an assistant professor at KG College of Commerce, Ahmedabad. I have been teaching accountancy from last 10 years at graduate and postgraduate level of commerce. Today, I am going to explain you a maximum loss method of piecemeal distribution. The chapter carries 25% weightage in the subject of Financial Accounting 1 offered by the Gujarat University. So let's learn about piecemeal distribution of cash first, and then we will move towards the method of maximum loss for piecemeal distribution of cash. Piecemeal distribution of cash is actually a practical approach that is used by the firm while dissolving the firm. You all must be learned in 12th standard the chapter dissolution of a firm, and you are used to prepare the realization account and many more other accounts like cash accounts, partners capital account, partners loan account, etc. The purpose of preparing the realization account is to sold out the assets and to pay off the liabilities. But in practice, it is hard to sold the assets altogether as well as in a day or two. एक दो दिन में assets को बेचना, it's not possible for the firm. It will take a time. Sometime it take a week, it take a month, or maybe a year also. That doesn't mean firm cannot sell the assets in a day. Of course, the firm can sell, but then firm will get less amount for the assets realization, and they pay less amount to their liabilities. So ultimately, partners will not get anything in their hand for their contributed capital. So partners or firm always try to sell the assets by collecting the maximum amount for their reselling. This means assets are sold out gradually, the money will also come gradually, and the liabilities are also to be paid gradually. The gradually word indicates the installment, or we can say practically it's piecemeal distribution of a cash. So I think now you understood about the piecemeal distribution. Piecemeal, that means gradually cash comes and gradually cash is distributed amongst the liability and as well as the partner. Okay. Now let us move towards the order laid down by the law. Distribution of cash must be done in order laid down by the law. लॉ के अंदर कुछ ऑर्डर में हमें पैसे देने पड़ते हैं. Partners cannot take the money before paying the liabilities. So first, partners have to pay dissolution expense, or they must have to keep some cash aside for paying the dissolution expense if the dissolution expense are to be paid at the end of the dissolution. Then they have to pay outside liabilities. For outside liabilities, we can say bank overdraft, bank loan, secured loan, creditors, bills payable, unsecured loan, etc. But out of that third party liabilities or outside liabilities, we must have to pay, or a firm must have to pay secured liabilities first, and then they have to pay unsecured outside liabilities. If there are more secured outside liabilities or more unsecured outside liabilities, then firm must have to pay liabilities in their liabilities ratio. Then the firm has to pay partners loan if the partners has given the loan to the firm, and lastly partners can take their contributed capital. So these are the four orders you must have to maintain while distribution of the cash in the piecemeal distribution of cash sector. Now there are two methods of piecemeal distribution. One is surplus capital method and another one is maximum loss method. Today, as I told you, we are going to discuss about maximum loss method. In the maximum loss method, first you must remember that any method, surplus method or maximum loss method, it will only start after paying all the liabilities. That means you have to pay a dissolution expense first, you have to pay outside liabilities, whether secured or unsecured. you have to pay partners loan as well. And lastly, when the partners capital are only left to be paid and any cash is received from the realization of assets, then maximum loss method will start, as I written over here. Now, in the maximum loss method, it is presumed that remaining assets are worthless. Remaining assets, that means के बाकी के जो इंस्टॉलमेंट, बाकी के जो पीस मिल ऑफ कैश आने वाले हैं, that is worthless, वो आएंगे कि नहीं आएंगे, that is assumed by the partners के नहीं आएंगे. At that time, जो भी कैश अभी के लिए आई है इन करंट सिचुएशन, वो कैश को लेकर ही हमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करना है. So the firm actually assumed that remaining assets are worthless and no cash will receive thereafter. Then whatever cash available in the current situations at every installment is compared with the partner's capital. कितना कैश हमारे पास पड़ा है और कितना हमें टोटल कैपिटल पे करना है, उन दोनों चीजों को हम लोग कंपेयर करेंगे एंड देन विल फाउंड अ मैक्सिमम लॉस. कितना पैसा फर्म के पास कम है, दैट इज योर मैक्सिमम लॉस. In this method, we are going to find out a maximum loss first, but you must have to remember that this maximum loss is actually we are finding out to distribute the cash. This is the most important point of this method. You must have to remember that maximum loss is distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. But the object is not distributed the maximum loss. The object is to find out the cash distribution. So these 4 points, I think you must have to remember while solving the sum regarding the maximum loss method. Okay, now let's keep some points to be remembered. ये 5 पॉइंट जो यहाँ पे मैंने मेंशन किए हुए हैं, that is most important points to be remembered while solving the sum. First thing, there are no steps in this method. ये मैंने इसलिए लिखा हुआ है कि in another method, that surplus capital method में there are 3 steps, but in this maximum loss method there are no steps in this method. So you can directly prepare the statement of piecemeal distribution of a cash in this method. So this is our first point. Now the second point, you have to remember first, before doing a maximum loss method, you must have to remember cash distribution will done as per the order mentioned in the law. पहले जो भी लॉ के हिसाब से कैश डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जिनको भी करना है, दैट मींस आउटसाइड लायबिलिटी, डिसोल्यूशन एक्सपेंस एंड पार्टनर्स लोन अकाउंट, यू मस्ट हैव टू पे, देन एंड देन ओनली मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड विल स्टार्ट. इसीलिए आपको पॉइंट नंबर 3 याद रखना पड़ेगा. पॉइंट नंबर 3 मेंशन दैट मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड विल स्टार्ट ओनली व्हेन कैश डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन अमंग द पार्टनर विल इनिशिएट. तब तक के लिए कोई भी मेथड स्टार्ट नहीं होता, दोनों में से कोई भी मेथड नहीं, ना सरप्लस मेथड ना मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड. जब तक पार्टनर्स कैपिटल पे करना नहीं आता है, तब तक हमें ऑर्डर लेट डाउन बाय द लॉ वी हैव टू पे द लायबिलिटीज. जब भी पार्टनर्स की कैपिटल को हम लोग पे करने जा रहे हैं, तभी सरप्लस कैपिटल मेथड या फिर मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड स्टार्ट होगा. सो पॉइंट नंबर 3 you must have to remember. Then the point number 4, the purpose of distributing the maximum loss is to find out cash distribution. This is also a most important point. हम लोग मैक्सिमम लॉस डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं, क्यों? क्योंकि we are going to distribute the cash. Our purpose is cash distribution, our chapter is cash distribution, but our method is the maximum loss method. That is why we are distributing maximum loss, but to find out the cash distribution. And the last point, sometimes it happens that when maximum loss more than the partner's capital. So you have to remember that maximum loss cannot be more than partner's net capital. अगर ऐसा हुआ, if it's so, it is known as capital deficiency. उसे हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? Capital deficiency. And the capital deficiency is distributed amongst the remaining partner in their profit sharing ratio. कभी भी मैक्सिमम लॉस अगर टोटल पेमेंट से या फिर पार्टनर्स कंट्रीब्यूटेड कैपिटल से ज्यादा है, तो हम उसे बोलेंगे कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी. एंड कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड द अदर पार्टनर्स. दूसरे जो भी पार्टनर्स होंगे जिनका भी मैक्सिमम लॉस उनकी कैपिटल से ज्यादा नहीं आया होगा, उनमें हम लोग ये कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड करेंगे इन देयर प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो. सो दीस आर द 5 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स you have to remember while solving the sum. Now, let's take one sum from Gujarat University 2019 paper. यहाँ पे मैंने आप लोगों के लिए 2019 गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी की यूनिवर्सिटी बोर्ड एग्जाम में से एक मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड का सम लिया हुआ है that we will going to solve over in this session. This sum is about the maximum loss method. This is the sum. Gujarat University 2019 paper, question number 1. I repeat this thing that the chapter piecemeal distribution of a cash carries 25% weighted. That means one sum in the Gujarat University exam must be asked either for maximum loss method or surplus capital method. Mostly Gujarat University used to ask surplus capital method sum and maximum loss method sum also in or. Right? So you can attempt either maximum loss method or you can attempt surplus capital method also. This is the maximum loss method sum where three partners are there. They are sharing the profit and loss in the ratio of 5:3:2. They decide to dissolve the firm. On that debt, balance sheet is given as under. Only the partners' capital are given, and on the asset side, machinery, furniture, stock, and debtors are there. Other information is given about the installments that is realized by the firm by selling their assets. So there are three piecemeal. Actually, we are calling installments. So there are three installments are received by the firm by realizing their assets. First installment received 60,000, then second installment received 1,20,000, and third installment received 30,000. All the assets were disposed of, no assets left over it, and the books are closed. So you are asked to prepare the piecemeal distribution statement according to the maximum loss method. So let's solve this sum in the board. I hope you have the sum with you in your hand, or you can take a screenshot from my earlier slide. So we are going to solve the Gujarat University 2019 sum for maximum loss method. In points to be remembered, I already told you that in maximum loss method, there are no steps required to solve the sum. We can directly make a statement of piecemeal distribution of a cash. So I am ready with my statement. You can also draw the statement of piecemeal distribution of a cash like this. I have prepared only 3 columns for the partners M, K and R because there are no liabilities given in the sum. If you see the sum, then in the sum, only capital account for the 3 partners M, K and R are given, right? So I have made only 3 columns for statement of piecemeal distribution. And let's start. First, we have to write capital for all the partners, whatever are the contribution made by the partners in the firm. So let's write capital of the partners. In the sum, partners' capital are given 1 lakh, 1,10,000 and 60,000. So let's write 1 lakh, 1,10,000 and 60,000 contributed by the R partner. Now, maximum loss method is the method where we distribute the maximum loss. There are no liabilities. Liabilities यहाँ पे है नहीं. Point number 2 is that in points to be remembered, I told you that first we have to pay all the liabilities and then maximum loss method will start as and when the partner's capital are to be paid off. So in this sum, I told that no liabilities are there. We can directly start our sum with the maximum loss method. So we distribute the maximum loss, but to find out the maximum loss, we have to compare capital with the total payment, right? First, let us see that how many cash is with the firm. In the balance sheet, there are no cash balances given. So we must have to find out the first installment by realizing the assets. So in the sum, first installment is given. First installment of rupees 60,000 is received by the firm by selling their assets. So it means the firm have 60,000 rupees only, but the firm have to pay M, K and R total capital 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 10,000 plus 60,000. So total capital payment is 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 10,000 plus 60,000. That is 2 lakh 70,000. If we deduct first installment and total installment, if we compare first installment and total installment, deduct the total capital out of the first installment, then we have 2,10,000 less amount than we want. हमको चाहिए थे 2,70,000 and we have only 60,000 with our hand. So ultimately the firm has 2,10,000 less in their hand. That is known as maximum loss, right? According to the maximum loss method, we are distributing maximum loss to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. In the sum, profit sharing ratio is given for M5 is to 3 is to 2. So we are distributing maximum loss of rupees 2,10,000 among the partner in the profit sharing ratio, that is 5 is to 3 is to 2. So let's distribute this 2,10,000 in the ratio of 5 is to 3 is to 2. If you distribute the 2,10,000 in the 5 is to 3 is to 2, you will get 1,05,000 for M. You will get 63,000 for K and 42,000 for R. Now, if you deduct 1,05,000 maximum loss out of the capital, you have received 5,000 minus amount for M. Then you received 47,000 positive amount for K, and for R also you will get 18,000 rupees. Now remember the points to be remembered. I told you in the point number 5, I mentioned that maximum loss cannot be more than a partner's capital. For M, here we can see that maximum loss is more than partner's contributed capital. If it's so, I told you this is a capital deficiency. That means in our sum capital deficiency is there. यहाँ पे 5,000 rupees जो है वो capital deficiency आया है, and I already mentioned in the point number 5 that capital deficiency is distributed among the other partner, those who have positive balance. So in this sum, K and R have positive balance. K and R have positive balance. So I have to distribute this capital deficiency to the partners K and R in their profit sharing ratio. So this 5,000 rupees is distributed among the other partner K and R in their ratio 3:2. That means 3,000 and 2,000, right? So ultimately M will get nothing. K will get 44,000 and R will get 16,000 rupees. This is our cash distribution. फिर से मैं आपको याद दिला देता हूं. I already told you that maximum loss distribution करते वक्त अगर maximum loss distribution partners को ज्यादा आया है, that is capital deficiency, and capital deficiency is distributed amongst the other partner, those who have positive balance. After deducting the maximum loss, whatever we get is cash distribution. That means these are the balances we received for cash distribution. remember the point number 4. We are using the maximum loss method. But our chapter is piecemeal distribution of a cash. So I am actually distributing the cash, but my method is maximum loss. So this is just a calculation. This line is only a calculation. This line is only a calculations for capital efficiency. But now we can ignore this line. We can ignore this distribution of maximum loss distribution. इसे हमें ignore कर लेना है, and our ultimate goal is to distribute the cash. So my cash distribution is 44,000 to K and 16,000 to R. That means 16,000 plus 44,000. We will get 60,000 rupees, the total. And I have 60,000 rupees cash with my hand. So this 60,000 first installment amount will be distributed among the partners K and R at 44,000 and 16,000 like this. So the partners' remaining balance after distributing the cash, 1 lakh minus 0. That means M has balance left over 1 lakh because A will get nothing. K will get 44,000 rupees. So 1,10,000 minus 44,000, that is 66,000. And R got 16,000. So 60,000 minus 16,000, that is 44,000. मतलब ये कि M को कुछ नहीं मिला है तो M का बैलेंस एज इट इज रहा, K को 44,000 रुपीज मिला है तो K का बैलेंस रहा 66,000 और R को 60,000 में से 16,000 मिला है तो R का बैलेंस रहा 44,000. दिस इज कॉल्ड अमाउंट येट टू बी पेड. अमाउंट येट टू बी पेड. सो ये मेरा मैक्सिमम लॉस मेथड है. ऐसा मुझे बार बार करते जाना है एज एंड व्हेन इंस्टॉलमेंट इज रिसीव्ड. इंस्टॉलमेंट जैसे जैसे मिलते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे मुझे यही सीक्वेंस में कैलकुलेशंस करते जाना है. पहली कैलकुलेशंस आप लोगों को आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड वेल. हियर कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी इज देयर. दिस इज नोन एज कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी. कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अमंग द अदर पॉजिटिव पार्टनर्स. सो यहाँ पे बैलेंस ज्यादा था M का, इसलिए मैं ये कैपिटल डेफिशिएंसी जो आया था 5,000 का, दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अमंग द पार्टनर्स पॉजिटिव करके. दैट्स व्हाई M will get nothing, K will get 44,000 and R will get 16,000. Right? Understood? Now let's start with second installment. Now amount yet to be paid for M 1 lakh, K 66,000 and R 44,000. So let's take another installment. Second installment is given in the sum. Second installment of rupees 1,20,000 received by the firm by selling the assets. Now we have 1,20,000 with our hand, but we have to pay 1 lakh to M, 66,000 to K and 44,000 to R. So total capital payment we have made 1 lakh plus 66,000, 1,66,000 plus 44,000, that is 2,10,000 rupees. But we have only 1,20,000. So we does not have 90,000 rupees with our hand to pay all the capital contribution. This 90,000 is known as maximum loss. This 90,000 is our maximum loss. Now this is maximum loss method. So we are distributing maximum loss 90,000 amongst the partner in their ratio 5:3:2. So let's distribute 90,000 in their ratio 5:3:2. We will get 45,000 by distributing 5 portion to M of 90,000. 3 according to 3 portion. K will get 27,000 rupees and R will get 18,000 rupees. Right? This is not a cash. This is a maximum loss. So M has to bear 45,000 rupees maximum loss. K has to bear 27,000 and R has to bear 18,000 rupees loss. Now remember the point number 4. According to point number 4, we are distributing maximum loss. We are distributing maximum loss to find out cash distribution. So we will get cash distribution ultimately 1 lakh minus 45,000, that means 55,000. 66,000 minus 27,000, we will get 39,000 rupees, and 44,000 minus 18,000, we get 26,000 rupees, right? This is our cash distribution. This is our cash distribution. You can tally this amount by totaling 55,000 plus 39,000 plus 26,000. You will get total of 1,20,000 rupees. So this 1,20,000 is cash with our hand by second installment. So this 1,20,000 is distributed amongst the partner like this: 55,000 to M, 39,000 to K, and 26,000 to R. So ultimately, we are here to distribute the cash amongst the partner, right? So 1 lakh minus 55,000, that is 45,000 is yet to be paid to M. 66,000 minus 39,000, so 27,000 we have to yet to be paid to K, and 18,000 rupees yet to be paid to R. So this I can write amount yet to be paid, like before the second installment. Now again we are having amount yet to be paid and third installment given in the sum. The third installment given in the sum is rupees 30,000. So let's use the third installment. Third installment of rupees 30,000. And now just like this, total payment. So we are adding this 45,000 plus 27,000 plus 18,000. That comes 90,000 rupees. So we have to pay 90,000 to the partners M, K, and R. That means we have 60,000 rupees less with our hand. That is known as maximum loss, right? This 90,000 is total capital payment. Total capital payments. Now we are distributing maximum loss as per the maximum loss method. So this 60,000 is to be distributed to M, K, and R in the ratio of 5:3:2. So let's distribute this 60,000 in the ratio of 5:3:2. The amount will come 30,000 rupees for 5 share, 18,000 rupees for third share, and 12,000 rupees for 2 share. So this is maximum loss will bear by the partners. If we compare the maximum loss with the capital contribution, we will get a cash distribution of 15,000 rupees to M. 27,000 minus 18,000, that is 9,000 rupees. 18,000 minus 12,000, that is 6,000 rupees. So 6,000 plus 9,000, 15,000 plus 15,000 is 30,000 cash in our hand. So ultimately the 30,000 cash is distributed among the partners M, K, and R, like 15,000, 9,000, and 6,000 to them. So now we will get amounts yet to be paid. That is 30,000, 18,000, and 12,000. As my ultimate goal is to distribute the cash and not the maximum loss. This is just a calculation. This tab, this row is just a calculation we can ignore after distributing the maximum loss, because it's just a method. Our main purpose is to distribute the cash 15,000, 9,000, and 6,000. So we are distributing cash 15,000, 9,000, and 6,000 out of the total amount yet to be paid. So total amount yet to be paid is 15,000, 9,000 and 6,000. Now the amount remaining 30,000, 18,000 and 12,000, right? This is called amount yet to be paid, like every time we are doing. But in the sum, there is no installment hereafter will come. Fourth installment is not there. So this amount yet to be paid is known as realization loss. Realization loss for the partners. इसका मतलब है 30,000 rupees, 18,000 rupees and 12,000 rupees partners को अब मिलने वाले नहीं है, because all the assets are sold out and the partners must have to bear this 30,000, 18,000 and 12,000 rupees a realization loss. Okay, I hope you understood this sum well. In this sum, we just have made a calculations for capital deficiency. Capital deficiency वाला नया point था. Otherwise, this is very easy sum asked in the Gujarat University. You just have to remember the capital deficiency is to be distributed amongst the partner, those who have positive balance left over. That means you have to remember the point number 5, which I mentioned earlier, that capital deficiency, that means maximum loss cannot be more than capital. Maximum loss जो है वो capital से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता है, और अगर ज्यादा हुआ it is known as capital deficiency, and capital deficiency will distribute amongst the partner. जब भी कभी capital deficiency आएगा तब आपको दूसरा अगर टैली करना है तो टैली करने के लिए आप याद रख सकते हो कि those who are having with the capital deficiency the partner will get nothing. मतलब पार्टनर, उस पार्टनर को कोई भी पैसा मिलेगा नहीं. जैसे कि M को पहले इंस्टॉलमेंट में 0 अमाउंट मिला था, राइट? सो आई होप I make it clear to you everyone. You understood well, and that's all for the sessions. If you have doubts, you can comment in my video. You will find my video in our YouTube channel JGCC_academics. So thank you very much. We will meet you in the next session.